Hello and welcome to my new video about Daslight 4. In this video I will try to explain you what makes sense to arrange your scenes, and also want to make a workflow for you how to create scenes and how to arrange them, how to organize them, and what really makes sense. So in this workshop I will try to explain it to you. So I prepared something for you there so that the video doesn't get too long, and I think let's start directly in Daslight 4. So here we have the patch. If you don't know how to use the patch, check out my other videos in the playlist. I explain it in another video. I added here some RGB generic lights and also some moving heads. So then we go over to our edit mode, and also you can see I also already created something for you that you can see how it looks like and how to organize your scene a little bit. So in general, I think it's very good to have a modular scene for every function. For example, you can see here we have some fixed colors, some moving colors, some movements, for example if you're using a moving head, and also some beams. So it's really good because then you have the big variety. For example, if you want to run a strobe, and also in red or in blue or in yellow, you don't must create 3 different kinds of scenes with red and strobe, blue and strobe, and yellow and strobe. So you only must select strobe and red or blue or yellow, and then you have a big variety of how to use your lights. So in the first group we have some fixed colors. I can show you very quickly. Normally I create also these kind of generic stuff so that we have a really good base. And then I also have here some moving colors. It's like the chaser or rainbow effect. You can create that with the FX generator. I will also explain it in a separate video how to use it and how to work with the FX generator. And then we have the circle and the polygon for movement, for the moving head. And also all the scenes that I've created here are created without open up the dimmer and open up the beam. Because, for example, I explained it to you before, if you have a strobe you want to change, or you want to make an on-off beam, it doesn't make sense to put it in the color scene, because then you have a very restricted scene, and you are not really modular on the way, and you have a very restricted thing. And you must, for example, if you want to create a strobe and also some else scenes, then you must create for every function or for every thing that you want a different kind of scene. And I think it blows up your scene so much that this way that I showed here is more and more easier and more modular if you want. So for every function we have some different kinds of group. And the good thing is you can also do it for more functions, like if you want to add a prism, or if you want to add a different kind of gobos, then you can create a circle scene, for example, or a gobo scene where you only volume up the fader of the gobo, and everything is untouched. So you make sure that every else channel here is on off, so that you only must, here you can see we only activate the first 4 channels with the movement. So everything else what I do behind here is completely modular. So I can also trigger it with another scene. So for example, if I want to add another gobo scene, I can also add here the gobo scene. Everything is completely modular. So then we have here the beam scene. You can see it. If you click here on this button, you can put the beam on, and you can also select some strobo stuff. So I think it's also again a very modular and very good to use. Then we have here some circle scenes. For example, if I want to start different kind of scenes. So this is only a nice cue. For example, if I want a circle a rainbow movement, then I can here select one loop and say jump 2, and you can select what you want. So I can select, I want a nice rainbow effect on the park hands and a nice circle on the moving heads. And this is a good looking cue. And if I click this, it fires up all the other cues. So because it's only one loop, and after that it will close again. It's like a cue that you are pressing, and it's very, very modular. So then we have here the release all button. In other tutorials in German that I made, lots of people ask me how to do this button. It's very easy. You only must create another group where you can select all except group. That means everything that's on this side and is activated right now, it will release, and the rest is complete untouched. So all these scenes in this group will untouched, but it's good if you want to make a short break and want to switch off all the scenes. So I will show you that now in the live mode. So we click here, for example, first of all the cues. So I can show you here, if I click this button, you can see these two scenes are directly fired up, and everything is good, everything is running. And we can also start here with red, with blue, with yellow again. And we also can switch strobo, and you can see here the strobes goes off and on, and it's a really good setup. So for example, if I click here on the release all, everything is off with one click. I think that's a good way to arrange your scenes. I already done that for a band gig, and I created, I don't know, around about 150 scenes, but at the end I have only some cues that are pressed, and everything running really, really good. And the show was really pretty awesome. It was for me very easy to fire up only the cues, and at the end, at the track, or at the track, I was clicked on release all, and everything is good. So that was my workshop about how to work with scenes and how to arrange the scenes and what makes sense. Write me a comment below. What do you think about this system? I think it's very popular in the lighting industry to use this modular view. If you have any question about that, let me know, and I will try to answer you as soon as possible and help you out with that. I also want to take a look at my Facebook page, where you can find more nice videos and more nice funny videos about the lighting industry. So at the end I will say practice and enjoy.